Today I will introduce you to the last, most unusual horse taking part in the 2021 project. This is Lila. I spotted Lila in the advertisements and was tempted by her because of her pretty good condition, although she has a flaw. She was burned by the sun, which made her turn brown. This also influenced my decision to purchase her. She came to me in mid-December 2021 and this is what she looked like then. I was enchanted by her eyes. It seems to be such a simple painting, but the combination of these two colors and the glossy finish I liked very much. The only equipment she was brought to me with is a woman's saddle made of elastic material. In the past it was clearly pearly blue, but today the color is more like grey blue. Her horn is made of the same material. In the original Lila also had a saddle pad and a set of blue hair clips. In my opinion, these hair clips were not very decorative for such an unusual horse. She was in good condition, hardly needed cleaning, but she had a refreshing bath nonetheless. Her hair consists of two different materials, blue and purple hair and holographic shiny fibers. The hair is probably made of the same material as Richard's. It tangles terribly. As I mentioned, Lila had a visible tan. When deciding to adopt her, I assumed that she would become my lab rat in the field of retrobrighting, i.e. reversing the yellowing process of plastic from sunlight. Such yellowing does not appear overnight, so getting rid of it also takes patience and time. I decided to wean her hair on curlers, hoping that it would slightly improve their condition. And on the other hand, it would make it easier for me to prepare Lila for the retrobrighting process. There are several methods of retrobrighting. I chose to wrap yellowed, here even brown places in compresses soaked in hydrogen peroxide. Then I secured them with a tape, so they adhered well to the plastic. And finally, I placed the whole thing in foil so that the compresses would not dry out. I placed, bandaged in this way, Lila near the radiator and covered it tightly with a fairly thick material so that the light from the window would not reach her. In this way, Lila spent 2 weeks at first. When it turned out that this treatment works, but she was in the compresses for too short, I repeated the process again. After another 2 weeks, the effect was even more visible. The first time I didn't wrap her bent leg, so it had to stay in the wrap for 2 weeks longer. After removing the wrap, the bent leg returned to its original color. Here, I must also add that in my case, the radiators are not constantly hot. The boiler is turned on once or twice a day. If the radiators were constantly hot, this process would take less time. And how does Lila look today? I sacrificed myself and stripped her down to nothing. At the moment, her burn scars are still a bit visible, but they're no longer brown. As I mentioned, she was my lab rat, so the process wasn't done properly enough. I was going to do it again this summer, but I haven't done it yet. Lila, like practically all my horses, on a daily basis, stays away from the light, both solar and artificial. This is how Lila's hair looks today. Even though I pulled it through a hair camper before recording, again it didn't help much. Just like Richard's, the hair is not so much fluffy, but the ends are still bent in all directions. The hair is closer to the felt than to the hair. This is her original mane length. Luckily, she didn't have it longer. It would be a tragedy like in Richard's case. The same is with the tail. It has also been preserved in its original length. On this side, you can see that the purple color is dominant with blue reflections and holographic fibers that are practically invisible in the video. Lila has silver markings on the legs. Her hoofs are light blue with glitter. She has no horseshoes. Her hoofs are flat on the underside. As I mentioned at the beginning, her original equipment consisted of a saddle pad made of satin silver material, finished with a frill of silver tulle and sewn with blue threads, blue pearl saddle and blue hair clips. Here is how her hair behaves when you want to comb it on the other side. Okay, now maybe a little bit about Lila herself. Lila has a bit in common with Richard, and it's not just bronzer mold, the same tangled hair or pearl color. She comes from the same line, Princess Collection, and she is 1 year older because she appeared in 2003. Along with her, 2 more horses belong to the series this year, Marzipan and Botticelli. Lila is the horse from Barbie of Swan Lake movie. I think this version of Lila is much better than her movie version. Just look. And by the way, in the movie she was called Lila, not Lila. I don't know why. And this is how she would look like in the original if I had this saddle pad and hair clips. Well, now it's time to dress her in an outfit from the project. First item, a blanket. This time made of soft blue fleece, trimmed with the same soft fur as in previous ones. It fastens in the same way as the previous ones, on the hooks, on the chest and under the tail. Thanks to this fleece material, which I have spotted in my fabric scraps, Lila joined the project. When I saw it, I thought it would look nice in combination with this white fur. Lila in this pastel winter outfit immediately appeared in my imagination. Now I'll put her saddle on. The idea of saddles for boys is the result of Lila joining the project. Since she had a saddle, I decided to get the same ones for the boys, only in brown, because this color I had. This is a woman's saddle, and these are special holders for the doll's legs. Lila has also leg warmers. Lila is a fairy tale talking horse, which is why she probably didn't have a bridle and reins. To be honest, none of the horses from this line had a bridle and reins. This is the bridle I made for her. The same as with the boys, made of 2 types of material, one leather-like shiny and the other sparkling glitter. This bridle is easier to use, fastened with 1 hook. Of course, there are reins of the same materials matching the bridle. It fastens with hooks on the wheels of the bridle. I also made a set of hair clips, 3 for the mane and 1 for the tail. The hair clips are made similarly to the boys. A fan made of tulle with shimmering glitter. It is blue here, but it's hard to see it in the video. Below there are beads looking like ice balls. A bell that rings, a bow and a pearl bead. This is actually a tail clip. It has a larger fan. also has a hat, totally different than guys. In my opinion, the funniest. And here is Barbie in an outfit that matches Lila. The model is my second childhood Barbie bath-time fan. Choice fell on her because she has the blue makeup that fits perfectly with this outfit. And again, she has a coat, warm tights, coat fastens with buttons. She has gloves, boots and a hood. In 2003, there was also a version of Lila with a carriage. In this set, the horse did not have markings on legs. The hooves were violet without horseshoes. The hair was lighter and a bit longer. Eyes were blue, similar to Richard's. In general, this set seems to me to be of lower quality. Of course, this is my opinion. Speaking of Lila's incarnations, I must also mention her version from 2004. Also, in the Princess Collection line, the same three horses appeared in the Tea Party series: Lila, Marzipan and Botticelli. They were horses in the Winter Ride mold from 1998. Lila in this version had blue eyes again. She had no markings on her legs, hooves were light blue with glitter, her hair looked more purple than blue, she had the same saddle, the saddle pad was just a piece of satin material. On the other hand, the hair clips were a little prettier and brighter, and the additional accessories were a wreath with a ribbon and something like a brass necklace. Lila not only has a pearly purple coat and glittery hooves, but she is also a unicorn. She is a representative of a group of horses that were never meant to appear in my possession. Starting my story with Barbie horses, I assumed that I would not collect colorful, unreal horses. Lila is the third such a horse in my heart. So it is with resolutions. I think it's a pretty apt episode to start the new year. You have already met all my horses and dolls from this project. So all that's left is a short summary of the whole thing, which will be coming soon. Remember to subscribe and follow the channel.